chance to see Wes Anderson's new film Asteroid City tonight, and also had a chance to see Ethan Cohen's new film trailer, which was pretty cool. I'm excited for that. But let's talk a little bit about Wes Anderson and Asteroid City. So Asteroid City has a pretty stacked cast. It's got Tom Hanks, Scarlett Johansson, Matt Dillon was in the film, which I didn't even know. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. And of course, Tilda Swinton, Mia Hawke, and of course, Jason Schwartzman. Now, and I will say that Jason Schwartzman's character, I feel like it had to have been based off Stanley Kubrick. It had to be. The way that he talked, the way that he looked, Edward Norton, Bryan Cranston. It's a stacked cast. And usually when it comes to Wes Anderson's films, if you do see a stacked cast, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but usually, and Willem Dafoe is also in this, and it just, usually you know that those characters are not going to be, and Adrian Brody, oh my gosh, it is a crazy cast. But usually, and I think I said Margot Robbie, but usually you don't really expect those characters to be in the film that much, because usually when I see an ensemble cast like that, which a cast like that is insane. I'm pretty sure I said Tom Hanks. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, there's a lot of people in this film, and usually you just don't expect those actors to have that big of roles. But really, everybody had a chance to shine in Asteroid City, and I think that's its biggest. I think that's the biggest takeaway from the film, because everything is executed so well. And I know lately Wes Anderson, to a lot of people, has been a hit or miss. Me personally, I enjoy anything that Wes Anderson makes. I even enjoyed the French Dispatch. But Asteroid City does something that a lot of his films, they do it, but this film I feel like does it a little bit more, and that's be extremely Wes Anderson. I thought that the French Dispatch was the most Wes Anderson had ever been, but Asteroid City really does take the cake. I mean, I'm telling you, a lot of the cinematography in this film is fucking insane. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Like, there were some scenes and some shots in this film where I was like, that is fucking Wes Anderson. That looks just like a Wes Anderson. I mean, any Wes Anderson film is going to look like a Wes Anderson film, but the way that the camera movements are, and I would even say the editing, just a tad, because I know the editing for Wes Anderson films, it's nothing too crazy, but some of the transitions and the way that a lot of the things in this film are executed, it's so masterfully done. Steve Carell, there we go, another person. I just keep adding people to this list as I think of them. And Asteroid City, if you don't know what it's about, it's essentially about a father who, his wife has passed away, and he's got his kids. He's got his wife's ashes in Tupperware. He comes to Asteroid City. Some crazy, maybe, I don't want to spoil it, but some things happen, and Tom Hanks, his father-in-law, is coming so that way he can get them, and they're going to stay with him for an extended period of time. But the film is layered, and it goes further than that. One thing that I really enjoyed about the film is its animations, because there are animated segments of the film, and of course that's typical Wes Anderson fashion, but there's one scene in particular that involves a green, I don't know if it's considered spoiler or not, but it involves a green light, and there's something that happens, and it was so impactful, and the theater was even laughing that I was in. There was a lot of chuckles. There wasn't any outright laughter, but there was a lot of chuckles, and that's sort of Wes Anderson's dry humor for you, you know? And the jokes were on point. The dialogue was really good. I would probably say that this might be Wes Anderson's best written film. I would probably say that. I don't think it's his best film. You know, when I think of films like The Royal Tenenbaums and Rushmore, Grand Budapest Hotel, you know, he's got some really good films there. Of course, Fantastic Mr. Fox. But this is definitely up there. I'm still trying to decide. Where I would put it. It's definitely up there. I wouldn't say it's his best film, but keep in mind, I'm saying I wouldn't say it's his best film. And I feel like that's a statement in itself, because it shows that is, it means something. It means something. This is definitely a great Wes Anderson film. And like I said, I'm still trying to decide where to place it, because he's got so many great films, but it's definitely up there. And even Paul Schrader, I guess, did a mini review for the film, And you know, he summed it up best. It is Wes Anderson at his most Wes Anderson, but it's I think this was Paul Schrader's favorite Wes Anderson film, and I can definitely see why. If you're a Wes Anderson fan, I would definitely check this one out. If you wasn't a fan of his last couple of films like Isle of Dog or The French Dispatch, I would still recommend seeing this, because I feel like this sort of has the charm of something like Grand Budapest or Rushmore. Maybe not as grounded as something like The Royal Tenenbaums, but if you're a fan of Wes Anderson, you're definitely going to enjoy this. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. I'm hoping to get a couple more videos out. I hope to get a Oppenheimer video out when that comes out. Actually, I'll be filming whenever Oppenheimer and Barbie come out, which it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. But let me know in the comments below what your favorite Wes Anderson film is, and I'll see you guys next time.